Hello everyone, welcome to Whispering Bliss, and my intention for this video is to spread love and light to you all always. Okay, this reading is for our Sagittarius. This reading is for our Sagittarius, okay? The first card I see is Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. It's giving me a sense of like there's love all around, peace. Maybe that's all you're focusing on right now, but it's giving me a sense of like I was going to say something. What I was going to say is that like you've worked hard. Yeah, okay, so this makes sense. So yeah, like you worked hard to be where you are. But why do you feel stuck? Because I see this Eight of Swords energy. What is this? Why do you feel this way? It can be family maybe, because the Eight of Swords is under the Ten of Cups. So maybe you feel obligated to serve your family. Maybe there's like traditions or something. It can be something like that. And it's not just family. It can be like very close friends. It's giving me a sense of like you may feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, like you feel obligated to do certain things, and it may be hard for you to say no. Okay. Why is this Eight of Swords here for Sagittarius? Eight of Wands, but it landed centered perfectly. So it's giving me a sense of like, do you see your new beginnings or not? Do you want this new beginnings or not? And you know, when you want something, what do? You put all your energy to make it happen. When you want something, nobody can get in the way. So if this is close families, you know, if this is family members, close friends, or I don't know, if it's people you allowing to, I have to just say it how I see the cards, like control your life, like, you know, then that's on you. That's not on them. So you need to question what is it that you really want out of this in this lifetime? What do you really want? Because it's giving me a sense of like everything that you ever asked for is right in your face. It's right in your face. I'm seeing roses right now. I'm seeing roses. And what this is giving me, because roses is like the highest, it's giving me like the highest frequency of like healing frequency. So it's giving me a sense of like you still need some healing to do, obviously. And maybe this is a time for you to just focus on yourself. Going into solitude and ask yourself all those hard questions. What is it that you really want? You know, what's bothering you? Or, you know, I do feel like there are some things that you still have to ask yourself. I really do. And as I'm talking about this, it says, give me 1 second. The first card on this deck, it says, unhealed trauma can look like being overly agreeable and able to tolerate conflict, resisting positive change, craving external validation, innate sense of shame, fear of being abandoned. Okay. I feel like you're comfortable, you know, with the Ten of Cups. It's giving me a sense of like I said, you have the family, you have the kids, or this could be just like your family, and this may not be, you know, wife, kids, or whatever. But I feel as if like it's something in your soul that like you want to travel, like you want something new. And right here, my mind is going straight to the number 5. It says in a sense of shame. Maybe you feel ashamed to even talk about this because maybe it's something, you know, maybe it's like you have everything you want. Why? Like, what do you mean you want something else? What do you mean? You may be bored, you know, and I'm getting this sense of like, you know, love is not possessive. I did see the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and it's giving me a sense of like there may be a need to you having to use your voice, having to try to explain yourself, because I'm getting a sense of like maybe everything is in your head, like you're having conversations with yourself, and I'm getting right now maybe there's a need for you to try to try different forms of communication. Maybe if you're finding it a hard time speaking, maybe writing a letter, or, you know, writing a song or something like that, using your creativity to try to get whatever emotion is inside, to get that out some kind of way, for others to try to be on your page, like, so they can try to understand you a little better, is what I'm getting here. So right now it says you can do this. So maybe you're feeling like, I don't know, I can't. Like, maybe it's just giving me a sense of like, you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about everybody else, or what they may think. And, you know, and it's just giving me a sense of like, breathe, relax, come back to self. You are the one that's holding all this information. And it's giving me a sense of like, you just have to relax, okay? And try to get this out, to deliver this message to them. Don't worry about how other people may think. Just focus on you, okay? And then I'm seeing our hearts and minds can be tormented by storms of hatred, anger, resentment, and fear. They can equally be healed by the power of forgiveness. Our common bond as human beings is our capacity both to be hurt and to hurt others. And then I'm seeing breathing. Didn't I say, like, maybe you just need to breathe, okay? It says, or do some yoga. I'm getting yoga or working out, you know, weight training. And it doesn't have to be heavy. It can be light, you know, but something to calm the mind, you know. It says exploring possibilities. The first step to physical and emotional well-being is a clear, unstressed, and positive mindset. When it comes to healing the mind, there is a wealth of possibilities to explore. Some therapies can easily be practiced on your own, while others are best called out in classes or on a one-to-one basis with a professional therapist. But they all share the common goal of helping to harness the healing power of your mind. Combining therapies can be successful, offering an even better boost to your mental and physical well-being, okay? So with that, it's giving me a sense of like, stop trying to do everything by yourself. Yes, you have the strength. Yes, you have the talent. Yes, you have it all. You're very strong. But I'm getting the sense to say needing help from others is not weakness. That's smart. It's giving me a sense of like, maybe it's upbringing. You know, maybe, you know, you were thrown out to the wolves when you were younger, right? And you learned to survive. But it's giving me a sense of like, this is a time in your life where God don't want you to have that mindset anymore. God wants you to release that and have fun with other people, especially like-minded individuals. It's giving me a sense of like, once you put down your guards, relax, and understand that you're not the only one that been through hard times, others have too, then you would see yourself in others. And you'll be willing to kind of just like, you know what? I don't have to overthink what this person may say or whatever. Like, I can be myself. You know, I can just be who I am. And those that like it, they, you know, cool. Those that don't, then that's cool too. I can move. I can distance myself. Remember, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. Okay? So right now, I'm seeing the white rose of the Mother Divine Light. Okay, it says the white goddess, the white queen, the white priestess. It's giving me someone that's like of delight. Someone that's like, I'm getting like a love child. Someone that's very powerful, but very peaceful. Okay, so right now it says elements, so water and air. I'm seeing flow and universal alignment. And then I said mood, so like peace and like a love child. So it says peace, contentment, gratitude, and grace. Okay, and I'm going to stop right here. And it's just giving me a sense of like, relax. And I mentioned something about your childhood. So War is what you know, because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of obstacles, and you made it to where you're like, I'm going to win. By all means necessary, I'm going to win. I'm going to live. Good. You're still here. So it worked. But God wants something different for you. So, and it's giving me more of like, chill now. Like, calm down a little bit. Okay? Calm down. Just relax. You can love. You can love. You can let love in. You can choose peace. Just relax. Okay? It says, if you want to be transformed, you have to live an intentional life. If you want to be transformed, you have to live an intentional life. So, you know, Sagittarius, you guys are a fire sign. Fire moves very quickly, especially when you're passionate about something. So I'm getting the need to say you have to release being impulsive. You have to think, maybe you have to do a little bit more planning, setting some goals for today, like for a day. And I'm not saying, because I feel as if I'm speaking to someone that you do not live by like plans. It's giving me a sense of like, nah, I do whatever pop in my mind, and that's okay too. But sometimes that can get you off track, you know? So I'm getting a sense of you needing to kind of like create a plan, a list, or something like that. Something to where you can stick to, you know? So you can pay attention to your thoughts and pay attention to your actions of what you're doing. You know, this doesn't have to be you changing your whole life. It's just giving me a sense of like, it's giving me like a 30-day fast, something where you can like pay attention to, you know, because it takes 28 days to 31 or 30 days to change a habit, right? So, yeah. So let me pay attention to the cards that's on the floor. It says, make them see you. It says, curiosity kills the cat. It says, say no. I'm going to get more information for this because my mind is going like, let me see what is this about. It says third eye chakra. So shadow issues, feeling stuck, rejection of everything, spiritual or beyond the usual. Lack of clarity, migraine, seizures, poor vision, paranoia, delusions. I'm seeing see strangers as messengers. What do they have to teach you about yourself? Work together with others can help you achieve more, especially financial blessings. And then I'm seeing gaslighting. So facts over fear. Gaslighting, making someone question their own reality, is a tool often used to manipulate someone into doubting themselves and their perceptions. It says, combat gaslighting by focusing on the facts. What are some things you know to be true about yourself? Evidence keeps us grounded and provides statements about things you fear with the facts. So for an example, state of fear. Okay, here it says, I am unlovable. And then a fact, I am loved by my kids. Okay, so one thing that helps me with this is where I can just like make a whole list of the things that I accomplished. Not only does that fix this, because you know sometimes you end up gaslighting yourself, especially when you're put into an environment where you know you're new or you're trying something new, basically when you're facing your fears, right? So you just have to kind of like, you know, list like I am that guy, I am that girl, like I did this, I did that, people loved it, you know, I had this many views or I had that many, you know, like I did this. Like sometimes you got to build up your confidence too, like, you know. And because I'm saying that, it's giving me a sense of like, you validate yourself. Don't wait till someone say, oh, that's a nice record, or that's a nice painting, or that's a nice piece of art, or I like how you put that together. Do it yourself. If you pay attention to where your energy is going. You created that art for a reason, and art is in so many different forms, okay? So just pay attention to where your energy is going. And if you created that project, it was for a reason, okay? So don't be so quick to be like, oh no, that's not good. No, like, it was created for a reason. You was pushed towards that project for a reason. Just wait a minute, just sit on it. Don't delete it or throw it in the trash or give it to somebody else. Just wait a minute, just wait, okay? Just wait. So I opened this deck. It says Divinity and Ascending. So it's just giving me a sense. And I'm seeing blue too, which is also on the floor. I'm seeing that on my on the floor. But I love this. It's just giving me a sense of like you're tapped in. You're tapped in with yourself, or you're trying. But from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling is just giving me a sense of like, it's a process. It's a process. I'm seeing protection, and I'm also seeing gifts. You're beautiful. It's just giving me a sense of like God didn't make any mistakes with you, God didn't make any mistakes with you. And I'm seeing priest, okay? God did not make any mistakes with you. You have these gifts for a reason, okay? You have these gifts for a reason. Don't try to run away from who you really are, because people need you. And don't get it twisted. Just because they're not saying anything, that doesn't mean they're not listening or they're not seeing you. They're not seeing how you move. You're a very powerful individual. Very powerful. But it's giving me a lot right now. Give me 1 second, Sagittarius. Yeah. It's just giving me a sense of like, right now, you're on a journey to where a lot of people cannot come with you. This is a journey just for you, okay? So you cannot you can't be a people pleaser here. Not right now. Not here. Not with the energy that I'm seeing right now. You can't be a people pleaser. You can't be a yes man. There's a possibility that you may have to go on this journey alone, regardless if people agree with you or not. Okay? Why priestess here for Sagittarius right now? I'm seeing divine masculine and Jezebel. I'm gonna put that back because I'm not dealing with this. It says child, lust, voodoo. This is a lot in nice guy, abuse, emotional pain. I'm not dealing with this because I feel as if, especially if I'm speaking to a female, you have a masculine in your energy that's just not good for you. And I don't know if they will accept you with these gifts or accept you for who you are. I'm getting someone it's just not. Right now, I feel as if you need to really just focus on what's in your mind. Focus, period, okay? And then I'm seeing bliss. Yeah. Yeah, stay away from people that, showing fake love. You have to utilize your gifts. You feel it. You feel it, okay? What do you want Sagittarius to see right now? It says, watch out for the signs. The universe is guiding you in the right direction. And then it says, playing with you, mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulation, intimidate, knowing how to, what? Okay. It says control and narcissistic personality. Resilience is your superpower. Surviving and thriving. So I'm going to say this again. Resilience is your Resilience is your superpower. Surviving and thriving under harsh conditions. Adaptability, built for survival. Intentional living. Self-sufficient. And then it says spiritual bath. Self-care rituals. Cleanse negativity. Spiritual cleanse. So make sure you're doing your spiritual baths. Also saying your affirmations, speaking positive, like in mirrors, you know. Yeah, right now it says getting exposed, light a candle, balance your emotions. It says tea time. So mindfulness, calm mind and body in harmony. Okay. And then healing frequency. So maintain your vibration, generate positive emotion. Okay. Energetic grounding. So it says perfection is friction. Affirmations. I am free to be myself without the pressure of perfection. I embrace my journey and learn from every experience. I am enough and I choose to love myself fully. I let go of comparison. My journey is uniquely my own. And then I'm seeing control your emotions in pink, associated with love, compassion, and caring. Pink invokes feelings of tenderness and nurturing. Yeah. I feel as if you think a lot about others. A lot of your energy is going outward, but this is a time where you need to really focus on you. How do I feel? Pay attention to your emotions, you know? And when that feeling is telling you something, pay attention to it. It's not to ignore it. You have to ask yourself, what's going on? Why am I feeling this? Make time for yourself to ask those questions, because your body is trying to tell you something. It may not be, so I don't want to say it may not be nothing, but it may be like a past trauma, like you know, like a emotional wound from the past that need to be healed. Okay. And I'm getting you have everything it takes to heal it. What? It says the white rose. Okay. Baby, you guys need more roses, more, you know, roses in your home. And then it says stop. I'm seeing stop overthinking. And then I'm seeing Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sealing the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I really want more information for this because I'm being drawn to both. So give me 1 second. Why is this here? Aspects of the white rose. Why is this here for Sagittarius? I really want Sagittarius to know that you are divinely protected. Like it says here, seething the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. You are divinely protected. But I also have the sense of saying, like, balance is necessary right now. And to help with that, I'm seeing peace, contentment, gratitude, and grace. So continue to express gratitude, okay? Something regarding like calmness. I'm getting like you having a calm mind so you can see clearly. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, I see the Chariot, which is also a balanced card. But I'm also getting continue to move forward. And I'm getting like no one is not telling you to throw away your shield, like your armor. Like, don't forget that you are a warrior for God. You are a warrior, period. Okay? So because I'm looking at the child in the chariot, it's just giving me a sense of like, you were born for this. Nothing is too hard for you, Sagittarius. You can get through whatever this is. The inner child have something to say. What do you want Sagittarius to know right now about their inner child? And again, this is a general reading. This is a general reading. I'm seeing Knight of Pentacles and Seven of I'm seeing Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. I said Wands, no. I'm seeing Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. So it's just giving me a sense of like, move slowly while planning, okay? Getting over these obstacles. Just plan. You, and the Strength card, Leo. Pay attention to your Leo placement in your birth chart, okay? Continue to use your determination. Like, it's just giving me a sense of like, you're so strong. You can get through this. Yeah, you can get through this. Okay. So the card that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing 0220. Act on your idea. So it says realistic and practical approach, goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascend. And then I'm seeing, I know that I am the only person who can bring forth the creativity that lives in my body. I am magic. And I'm going to leave this message here for you guys. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.